I just filmed the intro of this video because apparently I forgot to film the intro when I was in the university, so let's just talk about the nightmare. They followed me. It was snowing this morning when I woke up. Okay, I don't know if I'm gonna break everything. This is my outfit. Empty shelves. It feels really long when it's 2 a.m. and you just want to rest. That was one of the hardest, most challenging things that I've ever had to do in my entire life. Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new, which you probably are, my name is Georgia and I'm from Italy, but I study in the UK. So I basically made the decision to go back to Italy because of the whole coronavirus situation. But it was such a hard decision because the situation in Italy now is so much worse than the situation in the UK. And the trip was kind of scary as well because I had to take taxis and 2 planes and I had to go to the airports, and you know, they're pretty crowded places. And another thing that made this decision very hard was that by going back to Italy, I would have had to leave my friend. That made it really hard, and it also made it really difficult to leave. Anyway, so I'm filming the intro in Italy actually because I forgot to film the intro when I was in the university. So I'm already in my house and I apparently survived the trip, which wasn't an easy trip. It was so, like, there's a whole story behind it. So if you're curious to know what it's like to travel during the coronavirus situation, then keep on watching or just skip to this time because I'm gonna tell you everything. It was a nightmare. So if you're interested, just like watch it. Anyway, so in today's video, I'm gonna pack everything and I'm gonna try and fit most of my stuff inside these boxes. It's gonna be a very long, busy day. It's already 3. I have a flight tomorrow, so enjoy the video. I don't know about you guys, but I hate when 2 pieces of cardboard rub against each other. I can't stand the sound, so this is gonna be really challenging for me. Okay. So I almost broke the box, but it worked. Okay, so the first thing that I'm gonna pack is probably my winter clothes and my winter coats that I'm not gonna use. Also, I am so scared that I'm not gonna fit everything. Like, I already know that I'm not gonna fit everything and that I'm gonna have to throw so many things. Can someone explain why the hell I decided to bring so many shoes to this uni? Okay, I don't know if I'm gonna break everything. In theory, this is all the food that I was gonna bring with me. I definitely underestimated the amount of food that I have and the weight of the food that I have. Hey everyone, so it's the next day and I just woke up and it was snowing this morning when I woke up and it was crazy. I mean, like, it decides to snow the day that I have to leave. Anyway, okay, so this is the snow. I can't believe this. It's actually snowing. Oh my god. Can you see it? Here I have all my boxes and my dog, which I really hope that it's gonna fit. And I'm currently trying to fit my duvet inside this. And I don't even know why I'm vlogging because I have no time. The movers will be here in like half an hour and I'm still like that. So I'll talk to you later. Not gonna lie, that was one of the hardest, most challenging things that I've ever had to do in my entire life. So this is it. My room is completely empty. It doesn't feel great, to be honest. It's actually pretty sad. So this is my outfit. I'm wearing something comfy because I'm gonna have to travel at night and then I have to spend 7 hours at the airport, and I barely had any sleep last night, so I'm really tired. Anyway, I just want to be comfy. Yeah, I'm just gonna show you the room and what it looks like now that it's almost empty. So this is it. There's just my jacket there that I'm gonna wear in my suitcase, my other suitcase, my backpack, and the TV, which I've never used, and empty shelves. So that's it. Yesterday I finished packing everything at like 2 or 3 a.m. It was really tiring, but I'm also really happy because I managed to fit everything that I wanted to fit in the boxes, including Bella. Like, believe it or not guys, my giant dog from Winter Wonderland actually fit in the boxes, like in the storage room. So I'm really happy about that because I really didn't want to throw it away. I was so happy when I got it, and it's gonna stay with me next year as well. Now I'm probably just gonna have lunch very quickly. I have a taxi coming here in like an hour or so. I'm gonna say bye to my friend, which is definitely gonna be the hardest part. And yeah, okay, so I'm back. I just filmed the intro of this video because apparently I forgot to film the intro when I was in the university. So anyway, I'm here now to tell you about my trip. It was the longest, most tiring trip that I've ever had to do in my entire life. I'm not being over dramatic, I swear. Like, I swear it was horrible. So the plan for me was to go from my university, which is not very far from London, to Italy. But the problem is that I don't live in Rome. Like, I don't live in the mainland. I actually live in Sardinia, which is an Italian island, and for me to actually get there I need to take 2 flights. As I get to the airport, I noticed that basically everyone was wearing a mask, and I was wearing one too. And oh my god guys, let me tell you, the mask that I was wearing was literally bigger than my face. Like, it was covering half of my eyes. It was like huge, and it also hurt my nose as well. Like, my nose was so red. Anyway, everyone was wearing a mask apart from the people who worked there, which was really weird. And anyway, as I get to the airport, I go to the check-in desk and they stop me because basically I had to complete this form that they gave me, and it's basically a permission that you need in order to travel and to move from country to country or from town to town. And yeah, that's basically what I did. I signed it, and then I put my suitcase, the big one, on the thing. Like, I don't know what it's called. I had a limit of 24 kilos. Guess how heavy it was? It was like 33 kilos. Like, I'm not even kidding. It was so heavy. So I had to pay an extra, but it was too heavy for the extra money that I paid as well. So basically I had to open my suitcase and take out some stuff. I don't know if it's just my thing, but I hate opening my suitcase in front of people. It makes me feel so like exposed. Anyway, I had to do that. And of course, as I was opening it, everything fell out. So I had to pick up my things from the ground. And anyway, it was such a long process, but in the end I made it. I passed the security checks and everything is fine. I finally get on the plane, and then guess what? They gave me another form to fill out and then to sign. And honestly, it was different but also kind of the same as the other one. Spoiler alert, no one ever checked those forms. They gave me like 3 or 4 more copies when I landed. I had like 8 or 10 copies of this form, and I didn't know which one people wanted to check. These people are not organized. But anyway, let's just talk about the nightmare. I landed in Rome at midnight or 1 a.m. ish. And all I wanted to do during those 8 hours that I had to spend at the airport was to just find a spot, like a nice isolated place where I could take off my mask and just like rest and do my things, you know. But that didn't happen. Basically, I found this cafe at the airport and it was open 24/7. So I picked this small table which was in the corner, isolated, in the dark. I take out my wipes and I disinfect everything. I disinfect the table and the chair, and then I take out my laptop and my iPad and I disinfect everything, like my phone, everything. So this process of decontaminations was actually really long. It took me like 10 minutes. It feels really long when it's 2 a.m. and you just want to rest. So not long after I finished decontaminating my spot, a few people start to like come. I didn't have my mask, so I was kind of, okay, well, they were still keeping their distance, so I was kind of like fine with it. However, 2 ladies decided to remove their masks and sit at the table which was right next to mine. Also, there were more empty tables in the area, so like they could have picked another table, but no, they picked the one next to mine. Anyway, I just took my things and I left because I didn't want to stay in an environment which was so full of people. So I just like left and I wandered at the airport for like 15 minutes trying to find an isolated place, which I finally managed to find. So there was this very big area with rows and rows of chairs. So I just picked an empty row with no people around me. So I was really happy. I finally get comfy again, and basically 5 or 10 minutes after I sat down down, the same ladies from the cafe start to approach the area that I was sitting in. Like, I swear to you, they followed me. Like, I don't know, but like, why? Why would you come where I'm going? I'm trying to stay away from you, but you're like following me. Anyway, as soon as I make myself comfortable again, a cleaner who was cleaning the floor on one of those cars, machines that clean the floor, I don't know what they call it, like you drive them and you just like clean the floor. Anyway, you probably know what I'm talking about. He was like cleaning the area. He wasn't wearing a mask and he decides to walk past me. I'm not even kidding, at least 5 or 6 times. He was so close to me and I kept giving him this look, kind of annoyed, kind of like, do you not know what social distancing means? He probably doesn't. And he made eye contact as well. So I think that he kind of did it on purpose at one point, because like the floor was clean. You didn't need to go on the same spot over and over, which happened to be right next to where I was sitting. Anyway, the cleaner finally decides to change area and leave me alone, but as soon as he leaves, another group of people decides to come and they stop really close to where I was sitting. And then they kind of like look around, saying, like, where should we sit? They look around again, they kind of like think deeply into this, and then they decide to sit in front of me. There was less than a meter between me and them. So I was basically forced to leave again, and I took my things. I gave them the look to make sure that they knew that I was annoyed and that they weren't practicing social distancing. Not that anyone cared, but anyway, it nearly took me half an hour to finally find another spot where I could peacefully spend the rest of my night. After the longest nightmare of my entire life, I finally managed to get on the plane to Sardinia, and since most airports are closed, basically the plane landed in Sardinia, but it didn't land in the city where I live. So basically, after I landed, I had to take a taxi because all the trains were cancelled. So 3 hours on a taxi, and then I was finally home, and that was the end of the nightmare. Now I basically have to spend 14 days in complete isolation, and if I leave the house or if I see someone, I am basically breaking the law, so I don't want to mess with that. Anyway, it's not like I have anywhere to go, so yeah, that was it. That was my story, my nightmare of me leaving and traveling during the coronavirus situation. It wasn't easy, so if you're considering that as an option, like, think it through. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. If you haven't, remember to subscribe to my channel. Please subscribe, and yeah, that's basically it. I'll see you guys in my next video.